Did you know your teeth hurt when you're pregnant sometimes?
Welcome to the knowHis.love podcast. I'm Father Michael.
And I'm Molly.
That was easy.
This is someone.
This is what?
Someone.
Oh, the baby.
This is a baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi. Perfect.
It's a him.
I really think it's a girl.
You're feeling it?
Yeah, Zach is too. We both think it's a
No.
girl. As
That's
of
a
right
good
now.
sign.
I know. I feel like that might mean it's going to be a boy, though. We'll see. But I don't think it's a girl enough, and I don't think I could ever feel this way where I would be appalled if it was a boy. We're not finding out the gender of our baby. I don't know if I've said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, to me. Maybe
yeah,
not
I know,
to
to them.
the internet.
So we'll find out at the birth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not enough convinced that, like, if it were a boy, I'd be like, what? Because I hear some stories about people like that where they were like, I was so sure what I was having.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't. Obviously, you're going to welcome whoever this is.
yes.
You're not like set. You don't. Do you have a desire?
Not really. Well, sort of, but I kind of want both for different reasons.
Okay.
We have names picked out for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
We're not keeping them a secret, but I don't really think I want to say them on the podcast.
Yeah.
I am.
It's Michael.
it's a surprise. I love both of our names, obviously. One of them, so the girl, I could say this. The girl name is, they're both family names, actually. The girl name is an extremely, like, meaningful family name, though, like,
Mm-hmm.
after someone. And so it wouldn't, like, to the point where, like, if we had a boy or whatever, and then we have a girl, I wouldn't not use it if a friend used it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
okay.
it has, like, that much meaning to me. It's also, like, I don't think it's not unique. Well, I don't know. It's unique enough that I don't think anyone's going to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Take it. But with the boy name, I'm like, I really love that name. And for some reason, I'm nervous someone I know is going to use it before I do. So,
I've never met anyone named that.
I know, but that's why it feels like more of a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the girl name, like, we know people with that name, which makes it less of like, oh, if someone is named that, it's like, okay, well, I'll just name my baby that too. It's like not as much of a thing because that's a name you hear.
Yeah.
But the boy name is not a common one. So it would be weirder to name, like, if my friend had a son before me
Mm-hmm.
and use that name. Like,
But
it'd be a little weirder because they'd be the only two
already
around here.
rare. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Whereas the girl name is, like, not popular but not rare.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's an accurate
That
way
makes
to say
sense. Yeah.
So part of me wants a boy so I can, like, use that name because I love it so much. I love the girl name too, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but, like, to make sure that someone doesn't use it before I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, like, we really love it. And like I said, it's both a family name and it's kind of fun when they, like, because it hasn't been a secret.
Yeah.
So, like, not sharing it is kind of fun. Excuse me. But it's a family name, but it's also it's more so would be for the saint.
Mm-hmm.
Named after a saint.
That's
Kind of like a
awesome.
variation of a saint.
Yeah.
Name. So it's like maybe I'd still do it anyway, but I would be like, ugh, if someone used that name.
Yeah.
And I really don't think there's a risk of someone using the girl name because it's kind of like a combination sort of thing. And it has enough meaning.
Mm-hmm.
There's your hints. Any guesses?
Anybody? Call in now with all your name guesses.
Zach had his classes guess.
That's fun.
And they didn't get it for a while, but he gave some sort of a hint to the boy name, and then someone finally got it. But it was like, they were like, what the heck is this name?
Yeah.
It makes it sound like it's a really weird name. It's really not. It's just not.
No.
I mean, I don't think it's weird. It's just not common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's on the names of my children.
So on the baby name front.
We're not settled on a middle name for the boy yet, though.
Mm-hmm.
So.
There's a lot of options out there.
There is. I think we might be.
Okay.
It's just a popular one, the one that we think we want to do. So it's like, do we want to do that?
Do we want to be lame?
Yeah, I know. I'm such a, and this will come as no surprise to anyone who knows Zach and I. When we first talked about baby names, which was like definitely before we were married, I really like really unique names, like really unique names.
Mhm.
Not like blanket or anything, or Apple, like things you see celebrities say their kids, but like definitely unique
Mhm.
names. And Zach is just the king of classic names. Like his dream name to name his I don't know why I think this is so funny because I don't think this is a bad name.
Yeah.
It's just funny that this was his dream name. He always wanted to name his firstborn son Thomas. Like that's a fine name, but like why? Why do you just like love the name Thomas? But so we've really had to meet in the middle. So
Mhm.
which I'm happy with. Gotta pull up my Aquaphor here.
Okay.
My lips are getting chapped.
It's not your usual brand.
I know. It works the best though. But yeah, so I feel like most of the names on our list are kind of like in the middle between like super unique and super basic.
Super baby.
Super baby.
Mhm.
Father Michael, why don't you tell the people what you would name kids if you had them? I don't remember the girl name. Again, if you know me, also you know I've definitely asked him this question before. I don't know if there was a girl name
I don't know either.
because you're sexist.
That's definitely
You think
why.
mine's boy?
That's yes.
That's it.
My middle name is Wesley, and I really like that name.
Yep.
And it's like a family name in my dad's side, so I've always liked that.
Yep.
There's I think there's some McKinleys in my dad's side of the family.
Is that
First name
a boy or
McKinley,
a girl?
boy.
Okay, I was gonna say boy.
But yeah, some interesting names.
Nice.
I don't know, girl. There's lots
I
of
don't know,
great.
girl.
I don't know, girl.
Girl, I don't know.
If I went with my Therese would be up there because
Yeah.
my favorite saints.
Should we tell them what we were talking about?
No.
Okay. We had a funny conversation
Yeah.
before this.
Um,
But the hint I will give you is that, and let us know if you like this idea. Father Matthew, this is also me proposing this to you. I know his love Patreon, where you get know his love after dark videos that are just like absurd things that we talk about.
yeah.
Or like bonus videos, maybe like 10-15 minute long rants about the the example
Just
would be
other
what we talked
things.
about earlier, just other things. Anyway, girl, I don't know, girl.
Girl.
Well, give me an example of a girl name you like.
This is going to be funny to you and not necessarily to the people of the world. I always loved Jessica as a name.
I was like, there's so many things running through my mind in those 3 seconds. I'm like,
Yeah. So that was always a name I liked.
Do you still like it?
There's This is such an inside joke episode.
I know. This is we can't because we're gonna be finish this and be like, this was so funny, and then we're gonna go back and listen. And it's not gonna be funny at all.
So yeah, there's lots of great women saints that I would go for. So
would you name your child Joan? Like Joan?
I was just thinking, like Joan is a very like old school name.
It's a cool name though.
You could do it in like Jean, like French, like Joan would be cool. I just like French saints.
So does Father Josh.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I don't even know.
That's all.
So we went into this episode. We're like, what's our topic? It'd be like, oh, let's try one without a topic.
Yeah.
Of just talking.
The last one time we did that, it turned out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry guys, burping a lot apparently. I forget what we ended up talking about that time though. Like it
remember.
turned into like kind of 3 mini topics. I don't think that's what it's gonna be right now.
Yeah. We went to a wedding yesterday.
We did go to a wedding yesterday.
Fun. Mm-hmm.
What else? Man, that's making me think of another inside joke.
Yeah.
I can't.
No.
Do you enjoy going to weddings?
There's different levels of going to a wedding as a priest.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Like,
this
as a
was
priest.
the lowest level where I didn't have to do anything. I sat there, and there's something very nice about that, where like I just get to go and enjoy and watch and participate. There are weddings where so like your wedding, where there was like quote unquote a lot to do, but also I really care about the people.
Yeah, so it's like
yeah. And then there's sometimes weddings where it's like I don't really know the people and I'm doing it, and that can be challenging.
I don't give a crap about these people, and I have to run the show.
That's
kidding.
never in. Yeah,
I know that's obviously never the case, but it is totally different if it's your friend.
Yeah, and sometimes like the reality of parish life is that people come to their church to have their wedding who don't go to church. And so that's always an interesting
That's gotta be
aspect of
weird to
it.
navigate.
Yeah, and ideally, like, you get to know them better through the process, but that's not always that.
Trust the process.
You gotta trust the process.
You gotta.
But yeah, so I don't mind. I hate wedding rehearsals. As I've said
Yeah.
before, it's one of my least favorite parts of the priesthood.
They're not fun in general.
I feel like they're always longer than they need to be, and it's mainly because I'm
The
just trying to
bridal
make sure the
parties.
mass is going to happen. They're like having the time of their life. Very
Everyone's
happy,
so
honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember just feeling like I was in a daze. Like, I don't think I was all that chatty at mine, but I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
I slept horribly the night before my wedding. Have I already told
Oh,
you this?
yeah,
Horribly.
but you were
I was
awake
fine.
the day
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just weird because I was not like a nervous bride.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what would happen. That's not true. I kind of thought I'd be pretty relaxed.
You were.
Yeah, I wasn't anxious. I definitely got, well, I didn't even get that emotional either, really. I think it was just like, I was super, super happy.
Yeah.
I got emotional in that sense, but,
Mm-hmm.
so it was weird because I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like, but I could not sleep. And it was very strange to me because I wasn't like, I don't know.
There's got to be, even if you're not like feeling it, like excitement and nervousness, just physically that's going to be going on.
Yeah, it's just like a crazy thing to anticipate, even if you're feeling fine about it.
When I was terrified and couldn't sleep the night before my ordination to the diaconate.
Yeah.
And I think that was because it's where you're first ordained, you make promises and all those things. I was really scared. But then I was pretty calm for my priesthood ordination.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how I'll feel going into birth. Like if I'll feel, I mean, I don't feel all that nervous right now, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to be holding a child any day now.
And like,
though it kind of is already, I'm like almost halfway.
Yeah.
20 weeks is halfway. That is in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit like,
it's coming.
Yeah, it's going by fast.
But there's going to be like physical things involved that you can't control. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm aware enough about that. Like, I'm not expecting it to be enjoyable. Like, I know it's like a painful and stressful thing. But that doesn't really freak me out because I'm not like bad with pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like this high pain tolerance, but I plan on getting an epidural. We love that for me. And I'm not scared of needles. So that's like a needle in your back.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's definitely intense, but I feel like you're already in a lot of pain from contractions, so it's like, please give me that needle in my back. At that point, we'll see though. But I wonder if like, I don't think I'm gonna feel too nervous about birth because I think I would already.
Yeah.
And everything's super healthy, at least right now. Looking healthy and normal. I wonder if like as it gets closer, if I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm taking a baby home and like I am responsible for keeping that baby alive. That's an intimidating thought.
Yeah.
But I've also had a lot of practice recently with my niece.
Oh, that's true.
Like there's so much I've learned in the past 7 months that I had no idea about before, where I'm like, man, I can't imagine becoming a mom before like having that experience with my niece and like being so intimately involved in her life, because it's like I feel like I've learned so much where if I hadn't, she weren't born before my baby, I would go home and be like, I don't know when to feed you. I don't know when to put you to sleep. I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, what do I do with this?
Yeah. But now I feel like I, kind of have a good grasp of it.
Yeah.
Which is good. Well, as much as you can before. Maybe not as much as you can, but like enough of a like, I'm not gonna go home and be like, now what?
That's funny. It's a little bit of the feeling of when I became pastor here.
Yeah,
there was absolutely a like, what do I do with all this?
How did you figure that out?
Talking
you didn't
to a
really
lot of
have
people.
anyone to guide you, at least like the person who you took over for.
Yeah, my uncle's an accountant, so I talked to him, and that was the real freak out thing of just like, I kind of know how to use QuickBooks, but not really.
Well, and I came over that one time, and it was check signing day, and he was just going through. So I don't think it's fine for me to say so much money and just stuff he had to sign off on over and over, and I was like, that is a lot of money to have under your care.
Yeah, and now it's more like, okay, I know how this works, and it's not. But like then it was just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And so just asking people. That's been the biggest thing of like, and probably the same thing for parenthood is to not think you have to go figure it out by yourself.
Oh yeah, it's one of the great things about living here.
Mm-hmm.
Not that like you can't have good community elsewhere, but there's just so many young people raising families here.
Mm.
And so I feel like I have so many resources. And I'm also not the first one to have a baby on either side of our families.
That's good.
This is the second on the McManus side, and it is the 8th on the Stevie side. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, even throughout pregnancy, because there's a lot of things where it's like I forget if it was recording when I said this random thing about pregnancy, tooth pain. Because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even try to explain why, because I don't fully understand. But I just my teeth hurt really bad to the point where like he didn't have a straw for this, and I was like, if you didn't notice, I'm like aiming towards one side of my mouth, because if the cold touches the other side, it's like extremely painful. So even with pregnancy, I've had so many people, and I have so many like friends who have had babies before me. I'm not like the first friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm 26. I'm so old. It's but in Franciscan world, so many of my friends have had babies before
that's
26.
crazy.
So throughout pregnancy, it's been like texting someone like, how do I handle this? Or
Mm-hmm.
like so many different types of birth plans, or like there's so many different options for
that there are
for
birth
healthcare.
plans.
Yeah, I know, right? So I've already had so much help with that, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it'll just quickly apply to when I actually have the baby.
That's great.
Earthside. It's currently Earthside. It's just,
your baby's on the earth.
It's just hiding. We got an avocado now.
Oh, finally.
I've been waiting.
Yeah. A fruit that I can understand the size of.
Yeah. Because it is weird. But also, like, avocados are different sizes.
Yeah.
I think these are all, it seems to me that they're all large versions of whatever fruit it is. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, an avocado. And then I go to the next week and I'm like, that's smaller than the week before. So I'm like, it must be like, I don't know. These apps.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we're coming to the end of the school year.
We are.
Which is always it's a strange feeling. I always feel like it came really quick and all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to do much for your job over the summer?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I guess this is your first summer in it.
Yeah. I think there will be stuff going on.
Do you think more or not as much?
No, I think it's just not. There's things that won't stop. That like I'll have to kind of like be in on in discussions and
like
stuff.
hiring or changes or whatever.
And but like the school year stopping, even though I'm not there all the time, does slow things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so much less happening.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird. This is my first summer. Did I last? No, this is like the first summer in a very long time where I'm really having. That's not even true, but in a work sense, it's true. Like an off summer, because my first 3 years, 2 years, 3 years at Central, I worked in the summers too because I was full time.
Yeah.
Didn't have much to do in the summers, but I was going into work at least. And now I'm part time, and part of that is not working in the summers. And so I worked like half of the summer last year or something like that because I transitioned. But I was gone all the time for music. I had a very busy music schedule last summer and the summer before. So.
And you don't this summer?
No, I don't think I have anything not local.
Oh, okay.
It's all local, which is really great because like I'm feeling great now that I'm in the second trimester, but
watermelon's coming.
Yeah, watermelon is quickly in my future. I'm not like it doesn't feel great to like sit down for a long time, or like I don't know, I'm not gung-ho to travel. I'm starting to get uncomfortable, which feels like so early. I was like not expecting that to happen. I'm like bending over is hard, like I'm not supposed to be lifting things, heavy things. Can't pick it up. But it's just like it's starting to get to a point, and I know it's going to get so much worse. Pregnant people or people who've had babies are going to watch this and be like, oh, you wait. I'm aware. But it's, for me, this is new and not like comfortable. So I'm not looking to be going on planes as much as I usually do. Which is usually a lot, like at least twice a month.
That's good.
But we're traveling a little bit just to see family and friends. And I'm in 4 classes this summer. So in that sense, I don't have it off. But work-wise, I'm not doing that much this summer.
Nice.
So And I enjoy my classes. I'm sure I'll get sick of them, but
when
they're
do they
good.
end? In the summer?
Yeah, mid-August, I think.
Okay.
Early August. Cranking out 4. This is my version of what they call nesting. Which is usually not like this, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was like, I have 7 left in my master's. And I'm taking 7 classes with a child. Like, I'd have to go so much slower.
So might as well.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna kick 4 out, and then I could do 1 a semester after that, and graduate next year.
Nice.
Sometime. So that's the goal. We'll see what happens. But it's weird because I'm due early November, so it's like I have the first few months of the fall semester where I'm not gonna be doing much besides being super pregnant. So it's like I want to take a class or 2 then, but like the end of the semester is when I'm gonna have just given birth. So I might look into taking one and then talking to the professor before and being like, can we put me on a like fast track with this? Because they lock some of the weeks.
Yeah.
Like I can't just look and go through it fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they'd give you permission to do that because I'd still be doing all the work.
It's worth asking.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Because I just wouldn't want to waste the whole semester.
Yeah.
When I could be getting stuff done. Anyway. Get my master's in catechetics and evangelization.
Great.
Thanks for the.
I don't want to go to school.
Great. If you got your master's in anything, what would it be?
Not getting a master's.
What would it be?
Probably like theology in some way. Yeah, I don't know what specific thing.
What's your undergrad in again? Oh, it's no.
Journaling? Go ahead, guess.
Writing my diary. Go ahead, guess.
Journalism?
Did you minor in anything?
Political science.
That's really funny.
I liked it.
I could see you liking it, but it's just like it's so random.
I think I was very much doing it with the idea of like, well, if I'm going to be a journalist, this will be good.
Yeah. What'd you learn in political science?
It was honestly like some philosophy classes, and I really enjoyed that, like political philosophy classes.
What does that even mean?
I don't know how governments work.
You enjoyed it a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems so long ago.
It was.
Yes, it was.
I was telling my mom about the thing that ages us today, which is 9/11. Shows our age difference. Yes. I'm sure I've talked about it on here.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, that is so funny. Like, that is, if you want a way to age yourself, or to like, if you have a friend who you're not like was super close in age to, but it's like, I don't ever notice it really.
Yeah.
I think maybe I would if you weren't a priest, because if you were married, you'd be like so ahead of me in like, you would have gotten married a lot before me. Your kids would be like much older than mine. But I think because it's like similar to you being single in that sense, I don't see you as like way ahead of me in a phase in life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it makes it different to.
And even seminary takes a long time.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of it. Yeah.
But then, yeah. I saw that TikTok that one time where someone was like, ask people how old they were when 9/11 happened. You'll just be like shocked at how different in age. But she thought that was very funny.
Yeah.
You were in college, right? Yeah.
My first year of college, yeah.
My first year preschool. Oh, so freaking funny.
Yeah.
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 What else could show us our age difference, do you think? When did you graduate college? What year?
2005.
Holy crap, I was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first cell phone that you had? Like, kind of phone?
Oh, okay. I don't think this will age us as much as you think, because it was definitely like a very old flip phone.
Oh, okay.
But I think I am like the last. That ended with like I'm the first year of Gen Z. Like, so anybody a year older than me is a millennial, but I think like me and whatever the people I was around in age
peers.
in school, my peers, like it was like weird. I grew up with technology, like not in the sense like I had technology growing up, but as technology developed, it developed as I was growing up. So like all of the stages I like went through. So I remember, but like as a kid, so I remember like VHS tapes, whereas like high schoolers like, I don't know what the heck that is, or like I had a CD player. That's not a thing anymore. Like no one listens to CDs. So
you're
in their
right
cars.
On the border.
Yeah, but also I had an iPhone by the time I graduated high school.
Okay.
So it's like this weird thing of like all throughout my childhood, I had like the older stuff that isn't around anymore. So I remember it and I had it, but I had the newer stuff too by the time I was in college. So it's a really interesting experience to have like watched it change so much.
It's like crazy
and learned
fast
with it.
Yeah.
Like I was never like, oh, how do I use this? Because like that was the age group that was using it.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing.
That's a huge change in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It
just felt normal though. Isn't that funny? What was your first phone? Was it a flip phone?
No, it was like one of
those block things.
Yeah, there's a bag in your car. No, there's a Nokia. They're like indestructible. It's like it has all the keys on the outside, and I have it upstairs, and it still turns on because I found that when I moved rooms and I plugged it in, it still worked.
Well, did you find all your old texts?
I tried to see. There's nothing on there.
Oh, that sucks.
I know that would have been cool.
Really, I heard that in my ears.
That was loud.
Sorry, guys. Ouch.
Yeah. That is.
I had
funny.
like an iPod Touch. That was a thing. No one has those anymore. No one has iPods. Do people? I don't
Do they
so.
sell them? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I had the iPod Nano for a while, and then it was like a big deal to get the iPod whatever. There's a bigger version than the Nano, and then the iPod Touch.
Yeah, I got that in seminary. The iPod Touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you ever like buy a CD as like your own?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I had a lot of CDs.
What was your first album that you bought?
I think Jump 5.
I don't know what that is.
They're like an old Christian like band for like kids. Not like for kids necessarily, but it definitely appeared to like tweens.
Like a boy band or
it was like a couple girls and a couple guys. I'm trying to like find something to compare it to. I don't know, this is like the most accurate I can get. This isn't accurate. Like One Direction for like Christian tweens sort of vibes. They had like dance videos and stuff. I was obsessed with them. So like that was definitely the vibe. Let's see.
That's a good one.
Customers can purchase iPod Touch through apple.com.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do they still make Apple has discontinued the iPod more than 20 years after it was launched. Okay. Okay, the iPod Touch has not been updated since 2019, so they're phasing it out. So
it's basically a phone that can't be a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first song on my iPod was Every Time We Touch. You know that song? Every time we touch, I get this feeling.
That's a good one.
Weird. and Seasons of Love from Rent. I don't know why I have those. Those were like the two first songs on my iPod. I don't know. I have that in my head. And then, of course, the High School Musical soundtrack.
Yeah. What else would you have?
What else would you have?
The first album I bought was The Sign by Ace of Base. Do you know that song?
No.
I saw the sign.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I grew up in the best era of TV, in my opinion. I
don't trust you. I don't believe you, but that's okay.
Like for kids at least. Not for adults necessarily, but like I think TV shows for kids now are just trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the good ideas were things that came out when I was a kid. Like there will never be anything like That's So Raven or Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Like these are the golden days. Zach the other day was like, our poor children. We don't know how much like TV we're gonna let our kids watch, but I'm not like absolutely no TV.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, it's so sad. Like they don't get as good of a TV experience as we had, and I was like, no, it's all on Disney Plus now.
It's like
they're
Wizards
not gonna watch
of
TV. I'm gonna pull up my favorite show from when I was a child on Disney Plus for my kid.
Are those shows on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
It's have you watched any of those?
I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so good, so good. I'd watch it now.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with that. Maybe I'll do that when I get home. I get to sleep in tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. Me too.
Oh, it's your day off. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
I'm gonna take my dad to the dentist.
Why?
Because he needed a ride.
That's
yeah. I think in the evening I'm playing music with some people. So
nice. Who?
I don't think you know him. It's that Jordan guy.
What Jordan guy?
I don't know. We've talked about this before. He did the sound in our church.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
He did a good job. It sounds good in there.
It does sound good. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
What does he play?
He plays guitar very well.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It is so fun, like doing music with someone who's very skilled at guitar.
Yeah.
Like who can really. That's like a really cool thing to me. I am jealous. That I am very jealous of.
Last night, me and Father Josh and Father Matthew and Father Jonas went to dinner.
Where'd you go?
JC Wine Cellar.
Where's that?
Kind of like out past Richmond. It's
Oh.
like in a very small place, but it's nice.
Like Paseo level?
Yes.
Or higher, lower?
Kind of a similar sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a really nice, like, had steak. So it was like all our anniversaries happen in a row.
Yeah.
And so the four of us went there and had like nice dinner and wine, and there was live music, and that's why I thought of it. There was a guy playing guitar. We were kind of singing along because it was pretty loud.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Oh, I want to go there. I never even heard of that. I don't think.
Yeah, I never even think of it.
Do you think I'd like it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You would like it. We had mozzarella medallions for
medallion.
They were basically just like fried mozzarella
in a circle.
Oh,
those are better than the sticks.
Oh.
Again, I'm blowing up the microphone. I love it when there's they're like mozzarella wheels.
You heard it here first, everybody. Better than the sticks.
Because sometimes the mozzarella sticks have too much cheese in them.
Oh, okay.
And I like the bread to cheese ratio better than the wheels.
We also had a toasted or a baked brie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah. And you got steak?
I got steak.
And what else?
Potatoes and vegetables was that thing.
Okay, nice.
Creme brulee.
Oh, what kind of wine?
It was
red
named
or white?
Red.
Okay.
It was named Josh.
Yep. Is that why you got it?
We actually, Father Jonas brought it. Like from home because he had it.
Okay,
and,
I've had that wine before.
Yeah.
Are you a red wine guy or a white wine?
I don't like wine that much, but red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I am?
White.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we've talked about wine, what else? Where else shall we go?
I don't know. You know what I wish this system did differently?
What?
Had a giant clock that I could see from here.
I need glasses, I think.
Can you not read it?
No, I don't know what
it's
time
really
we're
small, though. I think it's 34.
But I was reading something the other day.
You don't have anything at all?
No, I have my blue light glasses because I get really bad headaches when I look at screens.
Okay.
For long, so
when do you wear those at night or?
Blue light?
Yeah, or just anytime.
I usually just when I'm doing like homework. Like
okay.
I won't watch TV with them. Usually, if I'm having bad headaches, I will.
But on the computer.
But if I'm like doing homework, I'll use them. I carry them with me most of the time just to have them.
I was thinking like I've seen you wear glasses. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Here they are.
Oh.
I have them with me. But I think I need I'm not putting in the effort to get them behind my headphones. But I think I need a prescription because I need to hold things. I need to be pretty close to things to read them.
Yeah.
I was reading a book the other day, and Zach was like, "Why are you doing it like that?" I was like, "I'm just reading." He's like, "Oh, that's not good."
You're holding it really close to your face.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a funny story about Zach? It's very cute.
Yeah.
When Zach was like 4, he was a carrot for Halloween, and he was so excited that it was Halloween that he went down the stairs too fast and had to go to the ER because he cut his chin open and he still has the scar.
Ow.
Dressed as a carrot. Isn't that so cute? He was just so excited it was Halloween. And then he couldn't go trick-or-treating.
I bet it wasn't cute that night.
He couldn't go trick-or-treating. I thought of that because Zach has had glasses since he was like 4.
Yeah.
Which also very cute. I love when little kids have glasses.
Yeah, Sophia wears glasses.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it must suck, but it's so cute.
You need glasses, you need glasses.
Amen. You heard it here, folks.
Yep. Put that down. I've never had to wear them.
Have you noticed your eyes getting worse?
No.
I mean, you're pretty old.
But everybody in my family has.
Everybody? Matthew?
Yeah. He doesn't wear them all the time, but he has them. So I'm
really,
kind of like, is it just going to kick in one day?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's really the one because he's the one priest I just can't. I like, it is never my instinct to say Father Matthew because I talk to you about him.
Yeah.
And anyway,
it's okay.
I don't want people to think I'm disrespectful. Doing my best out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. My mom never had glasses.
Yawn.
It is past the baby's bedtime.
We can wrap this up.
Yeah, okay. But it kicked in for her one day.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was she?
I was in high school.
40.
No, I do think she was in her 40s. She's like, yeah, probably mid to late 40s.
It's coming.
Yeah. You're not in your 40s yet, though. You're good.
That's right.
You're close.
30s for life.
Late 30s. It's their last summer to go crazy.
It's gonna do a bunch of irresponsible things.
Yeah. You get it all out there before
Buy
you
a
turn
Corvette.
40. That'd be crazy awesome.
It would be crazy.
It'd be crazy awesome.
Eh.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, Father Michael.
Yes.
How has God loved you lately?
I'm gonna go back. I already told you this, and the Corvette made me think of it. I was at my parents' house, and I was like falling asleep outside, so I went and took a nap. And I knew my nephew had come in and like got on the bed and like stood there and talked to me, and I talked to him, but I wasn't awake. But I woke up.
You talked to him, but you weren't awake?
I just wasn't. I don't remember what we talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But when I bought my orange Crosstrek, they gave me a Hot Wheels version of it at the dealership, and so I put it in with all his cars that he has at my parents' house. And so he brought it up and like put it in my hands, and so I woke up cradling this Hot Wheels orange Crosstrek, and it was just so cute that he put it there almost like a teddy bear.
Yeah, like specifically for you.
Yeah.
So that is so cute.
It was really cute. He's adorable.
He is very cute.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good
one.
So
that's how God loved me
that's
lately.
a good one.
How about you, Molly?
I'm going to talk about my niece.
Mm-hmm.
She is so my mom is here visiting. Not that I love my mom too. It's been a great visit with my mom, but I was with my mom and my niece, and it's like weird because I'm so used to just being around her and her being used to me, but my mom just kept pointing out that she like knows me.
Yes.
And she'll just like she's crawling now, which is crazy, or scooting more so, but she'll just like scoot towards me sometimes and then just like put herself on me, so I'll like pick her up. And she did it tonight when she was tired. She was like, it was like time for bed and we were watching her, and she crawled towards me, and I just picked her up and rocked her to sleep, and it was just like such a sweet moment. I love her so much.
That's so nice.
Yeah, she's the best. That's all I gotta say. Love you, Mim. If you're out there watching this,
she'll listen to them all eventually.
She will. I'm sure she will. I'm her godmother, so that's my way of
she has to
contributing to her spiritual life.
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, we will, won't we?
Yes.
Yes. Bye.
See you, everybody.